What we have is an ecological surfboard, and the basis behind this is that everything in the surfboard is made from sustainable materials. What that means is that the cores are recycled whenever we can, and we use natural or recycled materials throughout the board. So we're not contributing to the problem of environmental destruction when we make something as fun to ride. Then the second thing that we did that is parallel to the first one is we came up with a method of splitting the board into two pieces for airline travel, or for people who live in a small city or a big city with a small apartment or a small car, that the board can come apart into two pieces and be put into a normal bag. And so, for example, if you're traveling, you don't have to pay the 150, 200, 300 euro excess baggage charges that the airlines charge you. So economically, it's a good solution to a very big problem for surfers, but environmentally as well, because if you are not willing to pay these fees, you will fly to a new country to go surf and buy a new board which is not ecological there, surf it for a month and then throw it away and come home, and it still costs you less to do that than to pay the excess baggage charges, and that's not good for the environment. So we've killed two birds with one stone with our product. The price on the environmental boards is exactly the same as a normal board. In fact, it's actually a little bit cheaper with us. And the idea that because you're being ecological doesn't mean that you have to kill your wallets. That's a misconception that a lot of people have, and it's really not true, except maybe in produce, like vegetables and things like that. For everything else, it's the same price. And with us, for example, because we recycle polystyrene, we don't have to pay for the core material. So we just have to pay for the process of recycling it and the extrusion to make the new blanks. So we save money there. The bamboo fiber that we use on the outside is the same price as fiberglass, so there's no extra cost. And at the end of the day, we come out with a board which costs the same as a regular board. About 350 euro for example, a 6-foot surfboard, compared to a normal surfboard, which is about 400 to 450 euro. So we're about, maybe slightly cheaper, but about the same price.
Is there any
One of the most important things when doing something that is ecological is that you can't ask the consumer or the final customer to sacrifice what he needs out of the product. That is a big mistake that has happened in the past, where ecological products, whatever they were, performed less good. And the number one thing that we say is that performance comes first, the environment comes second, because if you put the environment first, you sacrifice performance, people won't buy it, and so therefore you have a useless product. The performance of our boards is absolutely identical to anything that you would find in the market, and actually they're stronger. The boards are more impact resistant and they last longer. A very good rider a board will last maybe a month and then it's completely destroyed. To a normal person, they last maybe a year. On my boards, I can get maybe a year to a year and a half out of one of the boards, compared to I get a month to 2 months out of a regular board on the market. So they last longer, which is good for the environment, which is good for your wallet, and the performance is exactly the same as what you would expect from a normal surfboard. You can't tell.
Already, huh?
Yeah.